Can you hear me?
No.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yes, you can. All right, we're going to be live on Instagram tonight, too.
Well.
Yeah. Oh, there's our singer.
Hey.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are y'all doing?
Doing good.
There he is.
We're waiting on one more guy. He should be here soon.
What's the cowboy hat?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, where the heck is it?
All right, guys, we're live, just so you know. It's 7 o'clock. I just went ahead and went live so we can get more people on here. So what's going on, everybody? March 3rd, we're waiting on Julius Daniel, who's one of our fighters. That's going to join us shortly. We got James Carruthers here. He's our singer for the next event. Also our promoter, Jimmy Adams.
I'm looking forward to it, James.
Yeah, man. Thanks for the gig. I can't wait.
Man, I hear a lot of good stuff about you, man.
They must have been drinking.
Oh, I'll tell them the truth. One.
All right, we'll wait till 7 officially.
There we go.
All right, I just heard from Julius. He should be on shortly. Let me pull up BoxRec.
So, James, it's got to be great working with the great Dave Fowler. You fellas gonna say Alan Jackson, didn't you?
I thought you were going to say Alan Jackson, but yeah, Fowler's been there longer than Alan Jackson has, and he's played for a lot more people.
Yeah, Fowler's a good guy.
Yeah, he's got so many good stories, man. I love just listening to him talk when we're out driving around and stuff.
So is Alan Jackson still touring?
No, he's done. He's had some health problems. He has kind of it's almost like ALS. It's like a muscle nervous system degenerative thing. And so basically it's putting him out of the game. His last concert was in May, and then his final concert is going to be in Nashville at Nissan Stadium on June 27th.
June 27th.
Yeah, and he says that's the absolute last one. So, maybe besides a couple of other appearances, at the Opry or something like that. Otherwise, that's the last.
Leave it right there, Christy. You keep on changing something. Leave it right there when you see it. That's good light.
All right. I was trying to look at the BoxRec cards so we could talk about some of the fights we have coming up. We got James Carruthers here. He is our singer for the next event. Are you a boxing fan, James, or is this going to be your first event?
Well, I've been wanting to but I've been wanting to go to country boxing now for a long time because I play in Music Valley every week. And so every time I drive by the Troubadour, on like a Tuesday night or a Monday night, whenever it is, and it's full, the parking lot's just jammed. And I'm like, what the heck's going on? I heard about it, but I haven't been able to go to country box yet because I'm always working at one of the other clubs. I'm working at Music City or the Scoreboards or the Palace.
Well, we're definitely excited to have you, but there is a catch. So we're no longer at the Troubadour. We're going to be at Plaza Mariachi this time.
Right.
So it's a bigger venue, more people coming in. It's going to be a good show for everybody.
Yeah, I'm excited to go down there, and the card looks amazing. It looks like you got some.
There's some good fights. My wife's a matchmaker, and she done a good job on this card. It's really a good card. It's really a good card.
Well, we have a great card, and we were actually just joined by one of our fighters on that card. He's local to Nashville, Tennessee. We have Mr. Julius Daniels. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How y'all doing today? Thanks for having me on.
What do you mean, Julius? I know him as the King.
Hey, that's it.
The King. You see the big K there, the King.
Hey, the King of Hearts. We here and we ready to get in action.
Yeah, Julius, we got James here. He's going to be doing the music that night.
Okay. Hey, appreciate you for coming out. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you to the whole Country Box family for just making opportunities for guys like us to get on.
Oh, man, I'm excited. And so, Julius, you got to tell me now. Do you listen to country music?
That's what my wife's for. She do all that.
But after you listen to James Tuesday night, you're gonna become a country music fan.
I'm good with that. Look, I do listen to a little Florida Georgia line, but that's because my neighbor is in the band. But now we're gonna listen. We're gonna have fun.
You're gonna have a good time, yeah.
So for those of you just joining us, James Carruthers is our singer for March 3rd. He has performed with Alan Jackson and opened for him on tour. So why don't you tell us a little bit about that, James?
Yeah, well, everybody knows Alan Jackson is a legend. You know, he's been hitting number one since 1989. He's had I guess a 37-year career now. Big old songs like Chattahoochee and he's got a huge following. So I've been downtown Nashville playing for many years, and at one point I worked at his bar. And Alan's the kind of guy that instead of going to like record labels and stuff for opening acts, well, he just pulls them out of the bar because that's how he started. So I've got ultimate respect to him and gratitude for him doing that. And he's took us around the country, and we've gotten to play for his fans, you know, and they're just awesome fans. They know every word to every song. So just an amazing experience with Alan Jackson.
Yeah, that's great. What about you, Julius? You know any Alan Jackson songs?
I do not. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to y'all, but you know what? When I hear good music, I'm gonna dance. So we're gonna have a good time, and I look forward to hearing it.
Hey, well, we're all excited to see you. We love having locals here on the Country Box card. So you are local. You train out of Swift Kicks, I believe, right?
That's it. We're in the Eagles Nest right now. Bernard Swift, he's a great guy. This is our
And
second year together.
Bernard's my brother, man. Bernard's my brother. He's a great guy. I love Bernard.
Solid,
you got
solid.
a good man. You got a good man there.
I do, and it's just the kind of coach you need when you're in a situation like mine, where you know you could easily get overlooked at this age, at this point in your career where you're really just starting. So you know, I'm learning on the job. I'll be learning on the job when I'm in front of you guys on Tuesday. But you're not gonna notice because it's gonna be a quick night. But we're gonna have fun. We're gonna come out there, be focused. I'm not here to play games. I'm fighting for my family. I'm fighting for a lot of us Nashville people that had no lights for, in our case, 6 days during the storm. I know what it's like to really go through some stuff, but this was different. I hadn't been through the cold weather. So when you get tested like that and you got neighbors coming over and bringing the grill over and you're sharing candles with your neighbors, this stuff's bigger than boxing. This is really a community out here. And I'm not from Nashville, but they don't treat me like that. They treat me like I'm family here. So I'm inviting all my family to come out and watch this ass kicking I'm going to give on Tuesday. We're going to have fun.
Sorry. Are you calling for the knockout then?
No, because if he wants to get torched for 4 rounds, that's fine too. At this point, I don't decide how the fight goes. Only God and the other opponent can. But I can tell you that I'm going to hold my own in there. I'm not the kind of guy that's trying to lay down. I've been knocked down, but I'm getting back up. So as y'all can tell, I'm fired up. But I'm going to be focused and sharp that night. And again, I'm learning on the job. So as a student, I want to make sure I'm sharp. I'm paying attention to what my coach says. I don't care about the crowd, but I'm here to entertain the crowd. But I'm not going to be affected by that. You know, I'm going to come out and do my thing. But people paying their hard-earned money, they need to see guys coming to have a show, not coming out there just looking goofy, having fun, showing what boxing actually looks like. And again, I'm new at the sport, but I do study the business. I study the game. And I feel like y'all are going to see more and more of that as I get in the ring.
Awesome. You got any fancy walkouts planned?
No, you know, we didn't know. There was a lot going on. The venues were changing, the opponents was changing, and you know, a lot of that you got to kind of dial back and get focused. I mean, the fight is going to be fresh per the usual. And as far as the action, my action is going to happen when the bell rings. I'm very excited to see what my opponent can bring. I don't know who he is. I don't know what he's done or what he can do.
Nor do you care. Nor do you care. You just want
I really don't. Because like I said in the last interview, this is my show when I get in that ring. When that bell ring, this is the face y'all going to be looking at, and it's going to be a problem for the other man. I know that.
Sounds good. Well, I will tell you, the venue this time has a lot more room, so there will be a longer walkout. So, you know, take your time, get in the zone, get you a good song, and we'll get you covered. Tuesday night,
I'm
March
actually going
3rd.
to pop out there this next day or so, because I've never been to the plaza, but I seen the pictures and I was like, okay, this is what we like to see on fight night. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're all excited about the venue change. It's a lot bigger. It can hold a lot more people. It's going to look more like a big stage arena rather than the Troubadour, which is a classic country venue. It's going to feel like a step up, I think, for everybody. So, James, you better be prepared to get on and rock that stage. We got all kinds of lights set up for you.
Yeah, I saw pictures of the venue too. That's why I'm back here. I'm going through my clothes. I'm trying to.
I was wondering why you were in the closet, man.
Yeah, no.
Hey, well, he gonna bring the music and we gonna bring the action. So we ready to go.
Sounds good. We're looking forward to it, everybody.
But Julius, you know what? I'm a promoter for all people. So I have to tell you, I got to see if I can cut a deal here where James will teach you how to pick a guitar and you teach James how to glove up.
That
We're
sounds
gonna,
like
we're gonna get that jab real sharp.
We're gonna have to get James in the gym.
Now, I can't kick. You gotta go see Bernard about the kicks. I can't do all that.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. It sounds like it's going to be a lot more dangerous for me than it is for Julius. But well, I'm willing to do it. I need all the help I can get. I got 3 boys that I'm raising, so I got to have dad power over them, and I'm running out of dad power. They're bigger than me now.
Like I got 2 girls. I'm
get
saying right now, that's where the fight starts.
That's
I love it.
I appreciate y'all. This is a good again, this is not just a good opportunity for us. I'm not just trying to come out here and play around in Nashville. I got higher aspirations as far as where I want my career to go, but I know I have to put in the work. And this is where it starts, going through the trenches, getting through these guys, and just showing that there is a skill gap. And if I can show that on Tuesday, whether I get the knockout or whether he just gets beat on for 4 rounds, if you see the skills, that opens the door.
Right.
Well, we're all looking forward to a great fight. Now, Jimmy, I had a question for you. I know Kuza just flew in. You guys did an interview earlier today. He is the main event for this event, Fernando Kuza versus Nathan Bedwell. It's a heavyweight match. So what are your thoughts on that?
Well, you know, it's going to be a good fight. Nathan's coming to. He's not coming to lay down. He is coming to fight. Kuza is he's one of my top fighters. Ain't no question about that. Very proud of him. He's heavyweight with an 8-0 record right now, and it's gonna be a good fight. You know, we had this fight on before, and then we had another fighter that interfered at the weigh-in and hit Bedwell with a chair. So, in the midst of all of that, they got a little animosity between each other anyway.
That did happen, yeah.
It's gonna be a good fight, but of course, that's what my job is, to put good fights together for the fans to watch and enjoy and to pump up boxing.
Yeah, well, it may be a very intense weigh-in with previous animosity, especially between these two fighters and the third party that I don't know if we should name names. But so James, tell me, do you have any favorite fighters that you like to watch? We just had a massive fight with Garcia versus Barrios, which was an absolute smoke show on Garcia's part. Won every round. Clarissa Shields maintained her WBC heavyweight title last night. So it's been a big weekend for boxing. What about you, James? Oh, another thing I just saw, Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather 2 is happening. They just announced that. It's at the Sphere in Las Vegas. So who's your fighter? Who do you like to watch?
Yeah, that's the one I'm going to be tuning into, is the Pacquiao fight. Mayweather. This past week I missed all the boxing. I was tuned into the curling and the bobsled,
the Olympics
stuff. Yeah.
It's gonna be Julius's next sport. It's gonna go for curling.
Yeah, I love that. I love all of that stuff. But I've always liked boxing. I like this level of boxing too. One of my uncles used to be in a bare knuckle contest every year in Tennessee. It was called the Badman contest. Jimmy probably remembers those.
I remember those. Yeah.
I love the raw aggression and the fighting and so I can't wait to get there.
Yeah, well, we're all looking forward to it. It's going to be a great show on March 3rd. We got a massive card For everybody, don't forget we're at a new venue, Plaza Mariachi. So, Julius, I know you're excited to see a new spot because you fought at the Troubadour before.
Yeah, Troubadour, that was cool. I had just watched that movie right before that fight, Roadhouse, and it kind of felt like that. So it was cool.
Yeah.
It had I had a lot of people I didn't expect to come watch that fight. So I was happy for the support, and I feel like it don't matter if I fight in the trash can. There's gonna be somebody coming to watch, whether they hate me or whether they love me. They're gonna want to see what's happening. So get your popcorn. Don't fall asleep. Don't be stuck in the bathroom. Then we get into that action.
I love it. So, Jimmy, what do you think about this announcement between Pacquiao and Mayweather?
Well, I think the fight's going to happen before it gets to the ring. Because you got 50 Cent. He done got involved with it now, saying that Floyd is broke, but you know what? I have to say, probably, I'm sure. It's just like I always make a comment to anybody. You can make $1 million a year, but if you're spending $1.4 million, that means you're 400,000 in the hole. And it's obvious that Floyd is spending a lot of money. So so I expect a fight before the fight. I don't know how much more Floyd's going to listen to 50 talk about him being broke, and I just seen on Instagram where 50 said if you asked him to be a guard at your door, a club door, he would take it because he needs the money. I don't know how much Floyd's going to listen to that mess now, So, but it's a lot of times instead of people concentrating on the fight itself, they rather have controversy outside of the fight. What the real event's going to be. So
speaking of controversy, there's definitely some controversy going on between two fighters we talked to last week. Doesn't seem like that's died down at all. I saw a couple of new posts on that one.
Oh, really?
So that's been interesting. Yeah, the William Langston versus Maidel Sando fight that's not confirmed. We don't know if it's going to happen, but it's definitely a lot going on between those two guys.
Yeah, only thing I can say is I am legally Maidel Sanders' promoter. I don't quite understand what went south on that fight with Maidel and William Langston. They the one who asked for the fight. Madele's even the one who asked me for the fight. When me and Maidel and I talked about it beforehand, I told him that I felt like William needed to get a win first before he takes him on, because William Lansky is a tough fighter, and it's out of his 16-0 with Maidel Sanders, it's that's Williams probably tougher than all 16 fighters put together that Maidel has fought. And so I feel like that, and of course, it's always going to be the promoter's fault. But then again, Maidel, he said not enough time to train. But, I've asked him to pick the date itself. I've even made a comment, make it January 2027. It's just a lot of stipulations, but I understand when somebody might be scared, intimidated, or not have a team that makes you feel like you can beat the world. I mean, it'd be no different than James getting on stage and got a bad band or got a weak band. I mean, no matter how good his voice sounds, they're going to pick up with the bad that's going on. And same thing it is with Daniel. It's like if he goes in a fight and his corner's not together and didn't lace his gloves right or wrap his hands right, it messes up his whole game. And I think that's what's going on. I will tell you this, it ain't the promoter. I've done everything they asked me for. I agree to everything they asked for. They want to say stuff, that's in some ways is slanderous. I guess they don't understand slandering somebody's name and stuff. I mean, but I understand I'm dealing with a lot of amateurs. And so, and I understand they don't know. And so like sometimes you got to show them or teach them. But, then I get threatened for buyouts. I'm going to set the contract out. Well, it's, Jimmy Adams is not stopping doing what he's doing. If they want to fight, I'll put the fight on. If they don't want to fight, which that's all that Maidel's had to say from the beginning. That's just a lot of childish games. I'm very disappointed. In some ways, I'm very hurt because it's so non-professional of what they're doing, how they say. All you got to do if you're going to be a man, just like if I come to you and tell you I want to fight you and go to promoter and he agrees to it and this and that, and then maybe what the deal was, he figured the promoter wouldn't agree to it because it is a higher pay than what he's worth. That's for sure. Ain't nobody else gonna pay what I'm offered to pay, what he asked for, and I agreed to. Ain't nobody gonna, the fight's not worth that. But I do it. I was going to do it because I feel like it's a good step up for Medel, and I feel like it's a good win for him to make it.
He is ranked the NBA in middleweight or super middleweight. I believe it's his division. So he is ranked number 1. So we should see a fight from him soon, regardless of it's against William Langston or a different opponent.
Yeah, I've got a couple of offers I'm getting ready to send over, and see if he would take them. But the offers I've got beyond that, in my opinion, is better than William Lansky. So I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, it's been talked that I don't have a gym. Well, I just got a gym. I was gonna ask you about that. I saw some promotional stuff coming out. I saw some previews, some proofs. It's not leaked yet, but something to look forward to. A Country Box Gym. Rick Ross was just in town. Yes,
here to promote the fight. He'll be at the fight March 3rd.
Yeah, Cashville Ace. He's on board with me and all, and so and the good thing about it too is today I had a conversation because I've really been trying to find the right trainer for my fighters. A trainer who understands going to the next level, a trainer who understands the championship rounds and to train for the title. So I had a call today about training a couple of my fighters that I think's ready for the next level, and that's Roy Jones Jr. Roy Jones
awesome.
Jr. He's coming aboard and he's willing to train a couple of my fighters. And we had a conversation today, and Roy's out of the country. He'll be back March 4th, and I think I'm going to send a couple of my fighters to Roy in Dallas. That he said he opened up a gym in Dallas. And so it's time for, I got 4 or 5 fighters. It's a situation where you even going to do something or you're not. And so I did talk to Roy today, and Roy, I'm sending stuff over to him. Roy said he would love to take and work with him. And so, if you don't get any better than Roy Jones as far as understanding what a championship fight's about and what you got to do to be a champ. So I'm really blessed with that. I've been working on it and finally got him today, and we finally talked today. And so I'm very, very, very excited about this you coming that we just got.
Well, we're all looking forward to that. So, Julius, tell me your favorite country song.
Oh boy. Devil Goes Down to Georgia.
You better come up with something, man. You better come up with something.
Devil Goes Down to Georgia. The Daniels. Charlie Daniels.
And I bet you James does that song.
Yeah, come on, James. We gotta get Devil Down to Georgia.
I seen that song. I actually seen that perform live. I was in the military. That was a long time ago, but I actually saw him perform that song live. That was crazy.
Yeah, James, can you sing that song?
Yeah, and in addition to that, the drummer that's working with us on Tuesday is the former Charlie Daniels band member. He played drums for Charlie Daniels for about 15 years. Jack Gavin's his name. So we are going to have, it's like you said, I'm going to have some really good guys in my corner. So he'll definitely know how to play the devil.
Actually, he was the one. He had the beer in his mouth, and he was playing until it was all gone. It was crazy. Yeah, I seen him play. He nice.
I love that. That's great. Well, we're looking forward to a great show. So, James, what's your set looking like? What's your style of country music?
We're going to do mostly like singer-songwriter ballads, real slow ones. Just kidding.
Yeah, gonna make everybody just mellow out during the fight.
We're going to bring a little bit of attitude, like I guess think more like Julius would say, like Devil Went Down to Georgia, that kind of stuff. Johnny Cash, some stuff that's like traditional, so you know that it's country. So it'll definitely be country, but it'll be high energy. So hopefully it'll make the guys want to fight.
I know we got some people there that want to dance, so we got to play something everybody can dance to.
Yeah, we have a dance for that, so it's gonna be fun. I'm really looking forward to Tuesday night at the Plaza. I'm really looking forward to it. It's interesting. I think it's gonna be really fun. And the people are so nice over there. I mean, they helping promoting. They are helping us. They selling tickets. Something we didn't get at the other place that we was at. You know, we didn't get the promotion support at all as far as, you know. So I mean, sometimes we didn't get the event on the billboard to the morning of the show, but we still last show we had there, we had 600. We had 604 people.
Yeah, we were packed out. You couldn't even move in there.
Yeah, you couldn't move, and there's only supposed to be 450 people in there. But it was fun, man. It was fun. We had, and that's one thing I love about my show. It's family ran. It's family oriented. My little 9-year-old daughter is there, and people bring their kids. But you see, I've had so many people come there, and they pay such a wonderful comment, you know, about, you know, they feel like they're at the UN. Such a mixture of people, and everybody gets along. We don't see no color. We don't see no rich, no poor. We just see people. And that really makes me feel good to have a show like that, because there's not that many events around town anywhere that has where just everybody comes and just be people, just be each other, your brothers and sisters together. And that's what I really, and that's what I like to say. I have to go back and point out and give my big thanks to my brother, you know, Bernard Swift. Bernard is one of the most wonderful friends I've ever had in my life, and he's so helpful. And man, all you got to do is call him. If you need help, you call him, and he's there. And I love what he does to the kids, to the community. I mean, he is one of these coaches that tries to teach them to control themselves, and he doesn't show anger. You know, he don't need to go anger management like some other trainers do. I mean, he's really cool. He tried to deflate problems. You know what I'm saying? And that's what our world needs. That's what especially what our town needs. To deflate problems and everybody get along. If you don't like each other, just go separate ways. It doesn't mean you gotta call names and fuss and fight. No, just go separate ways, man. Because there's so much ugly in the world already, and our kids don't need to be seeing that. I mean, that's the problem now. We see all these temper tantrums. You know, back in my days, I just had the conversation today. Back in my day, man, when you get in a fight with somebody, you'll whip each other's butt or something of it, and then go have a beer or go have a Coke. Today, you whip somebody, and they're going to come back an hour later and shoot you or stab you. I mean, it's ridiculous, man. That, you know, we're not here on earth to be enemies against each other. And that's one thing that I got into this now over Bernard. I see Bernard trying to be that person to bring all people together. And boy, not only do I respect that, I love that. I love that about that man. He's a good man. Good man.
So, and I get second to that. I mean, like, I came here last year, and, you know, I didn't meet a lot of people in the gym, because when I come in here, I'm straight to the bag. I'm straight to the work, and I'm out of there. But, you know, Christmas time, we all hung out, had a Christmas party together. He's giving out awards. We're meeting people. We've been going to the same gym for a year. We never spoke. And he has that camaraderie. You know, you invite you to his house like he known you for years.
Yeah.
Wonderful wife. I mean, you couldn't ask for more, you know, especially when I'm the out of town guy coming in, and, you know, I've been to some of the gyms here, and there's a lot of great gyms to go to in Nashville, but, you know, you got to find your niche. You got to find, you know, things that work for you. And for me, you know, having him, the older coach, you know, I'm an older fighter, you know, so, you know, he wasn't running away because of my age, but yet he's still teaching me stuff. I'm like, dang, I didn't learn that yet. He's like, composure. And so, you know, that's what we brought to last camp. But he's ready to unleash me a little bit. So I'm ready to get out of the cage and play on Tuesday.
Well, you're in good hands with Bernard. That's no question about that. And one thing about it, I noticed Bernard, people can go into the gym and they think they can be doing something. They can be throwing that jab wrong, and they don't think nobody's paying attention. And Bernard will walk over to him and say, "Hey, you got to throw it a little different." You know, Bernard, he don't miss nothing. He
ain't watching behind the bag. He watching.
He watching. Yeah, he's. I can't say enough for the man. The man just he's an inspiration to the whole town. He's inspiration, you know. And there was time. So many people said so much stuff. You know, people in this town like to talk. They like to talk, and sometimes they don't know what they're talking about. And no matter if it's the truth, they don't care. They just rather talk. And so, you know, I'm somebody. No matter if it's the truth, the way I start looking at things in my life, no matter what you say or I say, I look at it like this here. God knows what the truth is. And that's the way I live my life. I don't care what you think about me. I don't care what you believe, don't believe. God knows I'm telling the truth. And God knows what. And so to go to heaven or hell, he's the only one who can send me there. And so that's why I pay close attention to really good people. And then when I learned that some people are not as what I thought they were, man, just leave me alone. I'll leave you alone. You know what I'm saying? But all that hate, all we do is teach our young people. And how in the world can you be in the gym and show that kind of hate with young kids? Because young kids are there to learn from you, even with your attitude, with your disposition of what you are, who you are. And so if you're supposed to be a leader and teach these people, how can you throw these stunts around kids and expect them not to do what you do?
Yeah.
And so that's why when I get around kids, that's why I don't try to talk. You know what? I might talk in circles, but I don't try to. When I mean in circles, it don't. I haven't got to tell you you're a bad person. I don't have to tell you you're a liar, because you should know if you tell a lie yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's hard to deal with liars sometimes, and the best way to deal with liars is leave them alone, because they ain't gonna never tell the truth. On some of these people, when they pass away, it's gonna be in a tombstone. Here lies the truth, because it never came out.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're all looking forward to a great show March 3rd. Don't forget, if you've been to our show before, we are no longer at the Texas Troubadour. We will be at Plaza Mariachi on Nolensville Road. If you don't know where that is, it's really close, right next door to the zoo. If you just look up the zoo, you'll find it. Plaza Mariachi, we're really excited about being there. It's a bigger venue. We'll be able to hold more people. We got James Carruthers, who's here with us, performing live. He's going to be a great country set. Julius Daniels, he's our local fighter. He will be on the card, coming out to put on a show. And our promoter, Jimmy Adams, thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll make sure to see you March 3rd. Be sure to get your tickets at countrybox247.com. And everybody wants to shout out your socials. Everybody give them a follow.
86 guys, spell it out with the words. 86 guy, come see me.
James, what's your socials?
James.com. That'll get you to all the socials. You can find out where I'm playing. Let's see. Tuesday night I've got a big gig. Country Box down to South Nashville. I look forward to see y'all there.
Yeah, we'll see you guys soon.
Y'all have a good night.
Good night.
Night.